Well, how do you like your honeymoon so far? Is it everything you imagined?
It's better because you're here with me.
I knew you'd make it, Em. I did. I just knew it.
Yeah, you got me through it. You never stopped believing.
We can survive anything now. I'm starting right this second. You're gonna get better every day, by the hour, by the day.
I'm working on it.
And this time next year, we'll go to the real Venice for our year anniversary. We'll go there every year after that, year after year, till we're old and gray. We'll always have Venice. And each other. Forever.
What is wrong with you?
Tell me, were you part of the plan to kill Emily?
Nicholas, relax. That is insane.
Oh, is it? She was about to lose her fortune. Come on.
I wouldn't kill to keep it.
Stefan got to you, didn't he?
Well, it's her word against his.
He admitted it on tape.
Yeah, a tape that you made. Lydia, the entire conversation was a setup.
It doesn't change what Stefan said. You heard it yourself, Nicholas. Stefan was just looking for an excuse to kill Emily.
Well, Lydia had a strong motive to kill Emily, too. Framing my uncle is just the next logical step.
Is this about believing Stefan? Are you just trying to find a way to turn against Lydia? You married a woman you don't love, and you gave up the one you do. And now you are just looking for somebody to blame. That was your own heart you broke. Why blame Lydia?
Lydia had a lot to gain by killing Emily.
So did you.
Yeah, she went to a lot of trouble to frame me. She saw Emily was a problem, and she used Darius, my employee, to eliminate her.
Speculation, we can't use that in court.
Well, then find another way to implicate Lydia.
Why don't you just focus on getting you acquitted?
Now, the most efficient way is to give the police another suspect.
You can't cast doubt on Lydia. You will just make yourself look guiltier.
You need to find a way to work with me.
I tell you, it's gonna be like this. You can't go against Stefan, and you never could.
Lucky. I just turned him into the police. Right? I have to make sure that he's guilty. I'm not just playing into her hands.
Stefan will say anything, do anything to save his own hide. If it makes you miserable, it's never Stefan's fault because he was only trying to protect you.
Your father's the same way.
Yeah, sometimes he is. But at least he has enough courage to say it to my face. Besides, he didn't kill Summer, and you know it. Stefan did. Summer is dead because of a Cassadine, and I cannot change that. But I will not let you sacrifice Lydia, too.
You're right. Lydia, you took a huge risk on my behalf. And I was wrong to suggest that you would ever harm Emily. I apologize.
I'm not sure who is worse, you or Stefan. Enough that Nikolas is married to me and in love with somebody else?
You know what? You knew that when you married him.
So you tell him to dump me?
But he was accusing you of murder.
Oh, please. Nikolas felt guilty because he turned that tape into the police. Then Stefan manipulated him. He'd have realized that on his own. He didn't need you condescending to him.
So you're mad at me for defending you?
Nikolas and I could have figured it out on our own.
Yeah, if I hadn't barged in, right?
What are you doing here, anyway?
I just wanted to make sure you weren't leaving town.
Oh, I'm staying. Haven't I told you enough how great my life is here? I love living in a mausoleum alone while my husband pines away at Emily's bedside.
You're spoiled, you know that. And way too rich.
And I have every intention of staying that way. So does Nikolas.
You know what? Don't be so sure.
Emily's married now. One more reason for Nikolas to stay with me.
And be miserable?
If you'd leave us alone for 5 seconds.
Shouldn't you be consulting your brother/client?
Lydia, I need to ask you a few additional questions.
Don't you mean a few more accusations?
What's the deal, Alexis? Why are you defending Stefan when you know he's guilty?
Hey, Xander. How's Emily?
She's asleep. And her fever's coming down. She's gonna be all right.
That is so amazing.
I knew she could do it.
You know, at first I thought you would ruin her life. It never occurred to me that you'd be the one to save it.
Emily believed in me when it didn't make any sense, and that's what I did for her, that's all.
I'm really happy for the both of you.
Thank you. Thanks for being at the wedding. Appreciate that.
I was thrilled to be a part of it. I've been so wrapped up in my own life lately.
Rick.
Yeah, my soon-to-be ex-husband. Graham told me this old saying, you marry in haste, repent in leisure, and it turns out to be true. Well, for me and Rick, not you and Emily. You guys are a completely different story.
I hope so.
Well, you already have proof. Thanks to you, the power of love brought Emily back.
Nikolas.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wake you.
I'm so glad you're here.
Is your fever still down?
So far, so good.
Must have been some party in here.
It's supposed to be Venice.
Oh, yes, of course. Where else would it be?
We were all kind of giddy after I woke up, so.
I can imagine. I didn't know you liked Venice.
Actually, I'm supposed to be here on my honeymoon.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Brought you a wedding present.
Oh. There you go with the perfect manners again. Nobody else has even mentioned a wedding gift, and you already have one ready. Thank you.
Welcome. So, you gonna open it?
Yeah, I should probably wait for Xander.
I didn't give it to him.
Oh my God.
That's been in my family since the time of Napoleon.
It's beautiful.
One of my great aunts smuggled it out of St. Petersburg. She hid it in the lining of her bodice right here, next to her heart. I mean, that's what the story says anyway. I don't know if it's really true.
No, it's true. I can feel it.
And Helena never wore it.
Why not?
Because my grandfather never gave it to her. It's, technically, it's part of the estate. It belongs to the Cassadine prince. And he can give it to whoever he wants. I always meant to give it to you.
I need a few more details.
You need a new client.
I have a right to defend my brother.
You heard the tape.
A jury won't.
You know Stefan's guilty. How can you live with that?
Did you hear him threaten Emily?
Yes, I did.
Are you sure?
You want details? You go ask Emily.
Is she well enough for that?
She's going to live.
Alexis, Emily trusts you. She admires you. You saved Xander's life.
That doesn't have anything to do with this.
You go visit Emily, and you look into her eyes. You ask yourself how you can defend Stefan knowing he wanted her dead.
It is a point of law that a person is innocent until proven guilty. Your father has benefited from that presumption. So have you. Why shouldn't Stefan?
What if she gets Stefan acquitted? I am a dead woman.
Stefan's going to jail. And Nikolas is going to divorce you, and that money you sold yourself to get is going to charity. It's probably the best thing that ever happened to you. There you go.
A smuggled bracelet. I feel like I should sneak out of somewhere, like Istanbul or St. Petersburg or Port Charles.
That bracelet has survived a lot, and so have you.
Yeah, I thought I'd wake up in heaven surrounded by love and finally knowing what my life meant and why everything happened. That's what Jason said heaven might be like.
Well, maybe he's right.
But I woke up here.
I I heard you tell Xander.
You heard me tell him what?
You know about the light was getting smaller and more faint. You were a bride, and you were leaving with the light, and a kiss brought you back.
You heard everything.
Xander's kiss. Yeah.
That's what I told him.
I understand, Emily.
You know, I can't believe you were here all night.
I couldn't leave. I just couldn't leave.
Where were you?
On the other side of the wall. I could feel you. You're gonna be fine now. You're gonna be fine.
Nikolas. I could feel you too.
God, I love you.
Emily.
Hi.
Hi. Room. It's kind of neat looking. How are you feeling, honey?
Much better. You know, mostly thanks to Xander. If he hadn't saved his life a long time ago, I don't even think I would be here right now.
I'm really glad I was able to help, and I'm so glad that you're feeling better.
Thank you.
Do you mind? This will just take a second. I just have a few questions about when you were engaged to Nikolas.
Okay.
Was Stefan opposed to the marriage?
Yes, completely.
Where'd you get that?
Nikolas gave it to me.
When you were engaged?
No, a few minutes ago.
You know that's a Cassadine heirloom, don't you?
Yeah, from the time of Napoleon, right?
I remember it when I was a little girl. It was in a glass case in Nikos's study.
Nikolas said it was smuggled out of St. Petersburg.
Did it tell you the legend?
No.
When a man gives that to a woman, it means that she has his heart forever.
How's Emily? I know that's where you were.
Much better.
I'm glad. I really am.
I believe you. I gave her a wedding present. But now we have to, what would my uncle say? Reprioritize.
What would you say?
Well, you stayed in this marriage when you could have left. You were treated badly by both my uncle and myself.
You were honest with me from the start.
True. But you didn't agree to death threats or murder accusations.
Everybody knows the Cassadines are insane. It turns out you're no exception.
Yeah. So what do you want to do next? As far as the marriage is concerned?
All of a sudden I have a vote?
We can break up, or we can stay married. If we stay married, I can promise you that it'll be better than before. But you have good reasons to go, and if you do, I'll help you any way I can, but it's up to you.
My motives for marrying you were far from pure. But I did honestly think that we were better off together. And I still do. As far as I'm concerned, you're my husband.
Lucky Spencer, police officer in training. Your father will be so proud.
Do you really think I'd let you frame me?
And all because of an overpriced whore.
What was that?
Summer used you. The way Lydia's using you now.
God, you're so predictable.
You can't even see it. When Lydia's finished, she'll be gone. You'll have nothing. You'll be alone. Running away from your own life. Luke Spencer's son. The torch has been passed.